Hello, my ravens. This video is not going to be anything about marketing. This is going to be another one of my rare videos talking about the WWE, and this is a big subject. And I'm going to tell you why everybody hates John Cena and Roman Reigns. Okay, John Cena is still not one of my favorite people in the world, and that's an understatement. You hear a lot of reasons why people can't stand him. He buries people. He runs opportunities for people. He always wins. He always wins, and different reasons, like they say he's a jerk or whatever. But the key thing is how they call him Super Cena. That is where it lies. Nobody wants a superhero in wrestling. It's outdated and it's too predictable anymore. Back when we were kids, we loved Hulk Hogan. We loved the whole, hulking up and punch, 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 big boot, leg drop. But if you look back on it as an adult, you realize it was stupid and silly, and it was totally predictable. You knew what was going to happen every match. That's the way most of the time a John Cena match has been through the years. I stopped watching wrestling for 10 years. And all through the time, I had heard about John Cena. And I kept hearing about people hating him. I was like, God, he seems like such a good guy, but why do people hate him so much? Then I started watching it, and the more I watched, I was like, oh, I'm starting to get it now. Okay. You see, it's that people don't want an invincible superhero for the kids that can take 25 chair shots to the head, get shot point blank with a shotgun, and still kick out at 3. Nobody wants that. We want a good guy who can fall, who can lose to a bad guy, and who can actually lose clean to a bad guy. Not have every time they lose to a bad guy, it's like a 5-on-1 battle, and the bad guy had to cheat. We want a regular fight where the hero, the good guy, the face, can actually lose fair and square. I guarantee if that happened more throughout his career, he would not have had near as much heat as he had. And I still think the fact that he has 16 championships is ridiculous, but anyway, this is talking about something else. The way he has been booked in the last year or so, and he's won, and he's been successful, but he's actually lost clean to people, like to AJ Styles, to Bray Wyatt recently, twice in 3 days. If they had done that his whole career, nobody would have had that much hate for him. I guarantee it, because he's been booked good in the last 2 or 3 years, but all these years, like when he feuded with Dolph Ziggler, Ryback, the first time with Bray Wyatt, and so many other feuds, he was just, my God, you could run over him with a bus and he would still kick out at 3. Nobody wants to see that. And here is where we come to Roman Reigns. Now, I personally don't have anything against Roman. But I do see what people are afraid of. They see him becoming the next John Cena. They see him getting pounded with a baseball bat and still kicking out over and over again, and just coming over the odds and winning the match and the Cinderella story. And they see 15 years of this. They see him becoming the next John Cena and going through it all over again. So what these people did, they said, no, we are not having this again. We are not having another one. So that's why they boo and hate him so much, because they see that they think he's going to become the next John Cena, and they will do anything to keep that from happening. They will boo until they can't boo anymore. Now I don't see why he's earned as much hate. He's earned as much hate as John Cena in 2 years as John did his whole career. But he's paying because of the way they booked Cena for so many years. And that's what's happening. Now, I don't think he works good as the classic baby face or whatever. He has some good lines every once in a while. But he's more of a brawler, kind of a mean guy, and I just think they could take a different direction with him. Like, maybe have him as an anti-hero or something, But just the way they've been doing it isn't working. Because if they keep doing this to where he's invincible no matter what happens during a match, he gets the crap kicked out of him, still stares to the head, goes on barbed wire through a table, and he still kicks out and overcomes the odds and hits one spear and wins. And that's another thing. You have these guys that will kick out of every single finishing move and then come back and hit one of theirs and win. But that is the key thing that people don't want and they hate. Because it's like for kids. You can't have this superhero that takes so much abuse and can't be beaten. Or can't be beaten fair and square. You can't have that. That's what people hate. It's the superhero thing. So whatever your reason may be, that is the reason why people hate these two people. They're not worried about how much they've worked. They're not worried about what they've done or whatever in the back or whatever. They're worried about how they're booked and how they... I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. But they just don't want to see an invincible person. If you take any hero, whoever the current face of the company is, if you will have them once in a while lose fair and square to a bad guy on Raw or SmackDown, that's all they ask, and they will not get as much hate. That's just my thoughts on it. And I think that really is the big key reason why a lot of people can't stand him. Or them, I should say. Alright, that's just my little opinion on the video, and that's what I was thinking about, and that'll do it for this video, and until next time, happy reading.